Okay, you know that feeling, right? You've got a new project, you're staring at a totally blank page, and there's this mix of pure excitement and, well, a little bit of panic. Today, we're going to take that feeling and turn it into a solid, actionable blueprint. Let's dive in and get you set up for your next big design win. So it all comes down to this one big question. How do you actually get ready for creative success? I remember my first major design project. I think I spent almost a week just looking at a blank screen, totally convinced I had zero good ideas. That feeling of being overwhelmed, it's completely normal. But here's the thing, the key isn't to just think harder, it's to prepare smarter.
And that whole smarter preparation thing, it starts right here with your mindset. It's really about adopting a different way of looking at problems, something you might have heard of called design thinking. At its core, it's a really simple but powerful shift. It's about moving away from just thinking about ideas to actually, physically, bringing them to life.
So what does that look like in the real world? Well, it means this is not a job you do alone at your desk. Design thinking is all about collaboration. It's about getting in a room with your team, rolling up your sleeves, and honestly, getting your hands dirty. You're not just managing a project from afar, you're in the trenches building it together, piece by piece.
This quote just nails the whole philosophy perfectly. Think with your hands. The goal here is to get past those endless meetings where you just talk and talk. Instead, you're actually transforming those fuzzy ideas into real, tangible prototypes, things people can see and touch and react to, because showing something is always more powerful than just telling someone about it. Okay, so you've got that action-oriented mindset locked in. Now, let's talk about how we translate all that great energy into a concrete plan. Now that our heads are in the right space, it's time to build the roadmap for our creative journey. This is our blueprint for success. And look, it's a pretty straightforward two-part process. First up, the project timeline. And this isn't just about a final deadline. Think of it more like a series of key milestones, checkpoints that keep you on track. Then you build out the project plan. This is where you get specific. What are your goals? Who's your audience? What are the key features you have to build? This kind of structure takes what feels like a giant mountain of work and breaks it down into small, manageable steps. All right, next up is an absolutely critical element, your team. Because let's be real, even the most brilliant little spark of an idea needs the right group of people to turn it into a roaring fire. A really well-chosen team brings all these different perspectives to the table, and that is essential for turning a good idea into a truly great one.
Now, what's so interesting here is how specific this number is. The source material actually recommends a team of about 7 to 8 people. So why that number? Well, it's kind of the sweet spot. It's big enough to get a bunch of diverse ideas, but it's small enough to avoid something called social loafing. That's when people in bigger groups tend to put in less effort because they feel less responsible. This size keeps everyone engaged and makes sure everyone gets heard. Okay, you've got your mindset, you've got your plan, and you've got your team. Now, what do you actually need to do the work? Let's talk about the tools of the trade, from your own personal notebook to the shared digital spaces that are going to power your project.
And you know what? It all starts with something super simple, the design journal. Think of this as your personal creative playground. It's where you can jot down raw ideas, sketch out rough concepts, and just reflect on how things are going. A little pro tip? A simple gridded notebook is perfect for this. It lets you balance sketches and notes. Honestly, it's a must-have for any designer. But how do you take all those amazing individual sparks and bring them together? Well, that's where digital tools come in. Platforms like Trello or Miro are fantastic for this. They let your team organize everything onto shared boards, turning your personal sketches into group tasks and your private thoughts into real, actionable project plans. This is basically the digital command center for all your teamwork.
And just like that, with your mindset, your plan, your team, and your tools all lined up, you're ready. You've actually taken the chaos of a brand new idea and given it structure, a purpose, and a team to make it happen. Your launchpad is officially prepared. The prep work is done, and now the really exciting part can begin.
So let's just take a second to look at what you've accomplished. You've completed the prep checklist. You've got the action-oriented mindset, check. You've built a solid plan and timeline, check. You've put together your dream team, check. And you've gathered all your tools, check. You are officially ready to get started. Which really just leaves us with one final exciting question. You've gone from that scary blank page to a solid blueprint. The foundation is all set. So what are you going to create first?